a sprint race, 30 laps, but please reach up there and pull them belts tight one more time.
Oh, tonight more than any other night. We're going to do it.
Green flag, green flag.
Boogity, 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 boys. Let's go racing.
Oh, Casey Mears didn't get up to speed, gets turned around, and we got all kinds of cars spinning. Kerry Earnhardt.
Oh, they're all torn all to pieces.
It's about 10 cars or a dozen cars.
Now, as they came to the green, as they came to the line, something happened with the target number 41 of Casey Mears, and he got totally jacked up by the car that started fourth, Jeremy Mayfield, lifting the rear wheels of Mears' car off the ground. And behind that, everybody ran for cover and could find none.
Guys, I don't know. I'm trying to count cars. 25 cars started this race. I'm seeing about 13 or 14 that has pulled away with no damage.
Matt Yoakum, what happened?
Mike, he came on the radio and told Andy Graves and his crew chief Jimmy Elledge, when I started to go through the gears, it just all came apart. Transmission.
It all came apart all right.
Watched 77 Brendan Gaughan get Spencer, who got Rudd, who then got hit by Sauter. Earnhardt turned around, hit Burton. Got all that?
Yeah, and there goes Morgan Shepherd sliding down through there.
Yeah, I mean, when you got 12 and a half rows
41
of cars,
comes back and gets, looks like the
look
4
down
car.
here at the bottom. The two fellows who had to go to the tail end of the field for penalties made out.
Paid off.
Imagine that. Now fans are voting. Well, let's have another look here. That's in the middle of the pack.
Watch that 41 car. He bounces off the outside wall. Now watch him. He starts going backwards. Spencer sitting down there has no damage. The 41 backed into Spencer and knocked the fire out of his car.
There's how it all starts.
Yeah, and look at that. He's jacked up off the ground.
Turned around.
Here comes Rudd into the wall now. This 41 gets turned around again. He'll go backwards and then he'll go across the track, and Spencer is sitting down here on the apron. See him up there in the 4 car. Now watch this.
Oh.
Bam. I think Spencer may have already had some minor damage, but that did him in.
And as I was saying a while ago, you got 12 and a half rows of cars. Your outside pole sitter has a problem like that. This is the results right here.
And you know, I've felt all along, Mike and Larry, that this was going to be one of those nights. And we didn't even get 100 yards past the start-finish line.
Watch the inside row go. Only 9 cars will get through this clean. Ricky Rudd is not one of them.
That's a hard lick, but we do have the safer barriers installed here now.
Now, remember what happened here 2 years ago?
Backup car.
All the cars wrecked going into turn 1. Could we see backup cars?
Well, that's one of the neat things about stock car racing's all-star night. You never know exactly what's going to happen next. Watch what happens. That target car, boy, it had a bullseye on it for the rest of this field.
And it just stopped. I mean, he was going, and all of a sudden it just stopped right in front of Jeremy Mayfield. And here comes the rest.
Boy, Sterling Marlin in that 40 car just threaded through there.
From the helicopter, you'll see how quickly this whole field just rushes together.
And it almost looks like that Casey Mears put on the brakes, but when the transmission goes, it probably did try to lock up.
And Mike, you talk about our top vote getters. We showed in the pre-race, Kerry Earnhardt, Kenny Schrader, Jamie McMurray was the top 3. These guys are Casey Mears, Ricky Rudd.
Gee, I guess they're okay.
It's like there's not a thing you can do about it now. But two of our 3 top vote getters were involved in that wreck. Kenny Schrader and Kerry Earnhardt. You see him working on Kerry's car right there.
Spencer was just caught up with Jimmy Spencer, who was on his way to the garage. You're smiling. What a crash.
Yeah, it was a pretty bad crash. I guess somebody broke a transmission or something. That's the only thing that could happen on a start of the race. If not, there was a dumb idiot up there or whatever pushed somebody. But tore the 4 car pretty bad. Had a really good car. But that's the shortest race that I can ever remember being in. Shortest race. I don't think we went 1,000 feet. So not a good night. Not going to be in the Nextel event. That sucks. And just sucks, man.
Saturday Night Racing.
And Spencer's seen a lot of it in his career. 3
involved in the incident, as Jimmy Spencer describing moments ago before he got 1,000 feet. And some of the drivers, there's Brendan Gaughan, the rookie, Casey Mears involved in that wreck. Jeff Hamlin, let's work our way through this. It starts with Jimmy Spencer in the 4 car. And then after that, it's just with 25 cars starting the race, everybody trying to get out of everybody's way.
What happens here right now is you take a look, we get ready to go to the green, and when they drop the green flag, you can see Jimmy Spencer right there, the 4-car. He's right in behind here. He's trying to figure out where he's got. Boom, he gets punted by Brendan Gaughan. Then it comes along Kerry Earnhardt, the 99 car, your 21 car, Ricky Rudd. I mean, it's just total carnage all of a sudden.
Let's look at the front of the field.
The front of the field is really where the trigger occurred. When they drop the green flag, Casey Mears on the outside pole starts to go. The car doesn't move. He gets rear-ended by Jamie.
That's Jeremy Mayfield.
In 19. And you talk about somebody being lucky. Look at the 40 car Sterling Marlin. Cars going all around him. He misses it, but behind him, I mean, total chaos and a lot of carnage and a lot of guys right now going home early. Not even one lap, Chris.
No backup cars.
No backup
Joy
cars.
Pointed out 20 laps here and then 10 laps. These are the drivers involved in the crash. Remember, 25 starting this race to work their way in to the All-Star Challenge later tonight. 11 guys here. In fact, and those not involved, a smaller number. As you see, that's what those are the drivers that did not have any involvement.
They got by clean, but the main thing about this right now is when you think about the fact this is not a point race, all these guys right now not involved, Kyle Petty, Kirk Shermerdine, Stanton Barrett, a lot of them not involved. You see some repair work right now going on the number 40 car of Sterling Marlin. I believe that Steve Burns has got some more information for us.
Yeah, Jeff, unfortunately, we've got a bunch of great drivers who had great race cars standing here just out of the care center. First off, Jeff Burton, how disappointing is this?
Well, it's really disappointing, you know, for all of us. We all wanted to lay it on the line tonight and see what we could get done. And to not even get to turn 1 to find out what you had is disappointing. But we'll bring the roundup forward over here for the 600 and try to make it happen.
All right, thanks, Jeff. Now we'll check in with Casey Mears. And Casey, I guess the transmission just went away on you right from the start.
Yeah, we had a really good start. You know, I felt pretty good about it. And as soon as I went to third, the transmission just blew up. So it's just a bad day for the Target Dodge. But, you know, like I said, fortunately, it's not a points race. And unfortunately, it was a chance to get $1 million. So that's kind of disappointing. But and the guys put so much hard work in to run and get here. And you know, come out like this isn't good. But, you know, we couldn't help it.
All right, and Brendan Gaughan also. Short night for you, Brendan.
Yeah, you know, I don't really know what happened. Casey blew up a transmission, and we were just in the back in the wreckage. You know, nothing we could do. And like Casey said, it's kind of a bummer that, you know, the guys, we'd like to do this as a test for the Coca-Cola 600. You know, Kodak Dodge been running good lately, and we want to try to keep that going. Would have been a good test session, but go Rusty and Ryan.
All right, thanks for your patience. Good luck next week.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Let's go to Chris.
All right, that's way down the line. Let's go back down to Steve.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Ricky, you've been in an awful lot of these all-star races, but a short night tonight.
Yeah, it really was. I don't think we made it hardly past the start-finish line. We really weren't sure what happened at the time. It was just mass confusion. I was happy out the inside line where I was, started to move really good, and saw there was something going on the outside line, but it just looked like everybody was checking up a little bit, like somebody spun their tires. The next thing I know, they start turning sideways and stuff. It was one of those deals that happened. It was over with so quick, you don't really know what started it. I guess you need to go back and look at the tape on it.
I know it's a disappointing moment, but we did enjoy the lighter moment with the brawl coming out of the emergency vehicle.
Well, it was. I guess that's the only good thing we'll have tonight. That was a little bit of fun, and maybe we got you guys that time.
You definitely got us. Thanks, Ricky.
All right, thanks.
All right, thanks, Steve.
Right now, it looks like visions of 1989 when we're down there with Rusty's crew and Daryl's crew with us as far as a little brawl and everything. But